Okay, so going into junior year, you've done this process before, but here's some refreshers. So we're going to walk you through some of the information again, just so you're clear on the directions and what you need to do. So again, just to reinforce that every junior, every year, every student every year has 7.5 credits. So you need to have those 7.5 credits. And again, there's 5.5 credits of required courses, which is that 1 year of theology, 1 year of American literature, 1 year of math, the half credit of physical education, a full credit of physics, and a full credit of U.S. history, leaving you with 2 credits of electives to pick. Many students will take the third year of the world language to get at least one of those credits, leaving them with 6.5 credits there and 1 credit to pick. And again, with 7.5 credits, you get 1 study hall during one of the semesters of the year. So looking at some of these pieces here, again, if you are your coach has indicated that you should be in athletic performance, that already been taken care of on the back end. You don't need to worry about doing anything with me on the front end. But if you're not going to be a varsity athlete or doing that, then you will need to pick a physical education course, team sports, physical fitness, or lifeguarding. But again, if you're going to be a varsity athlete, and it says 6:30, you don't need to do anything with that right now. We've talked about placements already at February and Marchish. So again, your placements are based upon where your teachers made the recommendation. If you have any questions about placements, please see your current teacher to make any changes to that in the next couple of days. So for junior year, again, we're going to look at the electives momentarily. Again, that magic number of credits is 7.5. So again, you want to do everything you can to get to 7.5 credits. We are offering team sports during the course of the summer. That will be remote this year. So there will be one day that you'll come into the building on Monday, June 6th. So you can access the Google Classroom. And after that, the work will be assigned on your Google Classroom. You'll complete that, and it needs to be done by June 30th. Mr. Kaczynski will be posting that each day, and you'll complete the work and you'll do that. That will fulfill the physical education credit. So if you've got 6:30 on your course schedule and you take the team sports, you're good with that. If you've got if you're going to be in the athletic performance class, that will take that. We could talk about how you could still do the lifting during a study hall potential. So if that's your case, you want to take that, come and see me. We can talk about that separately. Again, make your course selections wisely, because what we're doing now is we're setting up our teachers and setting up our loads. So it's important to pick the classes you think you're going to want to take next year. So again, we get the right class sizes. And if you have any questions about this process, please see your counselor, please see me. I'll be available during the lunch periods to come with any questions to help you with this process. Okay, looking at the actual classes, we break them out by departments again. So in our English department, you have journalism and you've got Shamrock News Network production. Again, the key thing here is looking at how many credits there are. So again, if you've got 5.5 projected credits, that means you need to get to 7.5. So again, that could mean you can do 4 half credit courses, you could do 2 half credit classes and 1 full credit courses. As long as you're getting that 2 credits, that gets you to 7.5. It doesn't matter how you get there with your combinations of 1 credit or 2 credits, as long as you get that, half credit or 1 credit, as long as you get that 2 credits. Some of you may have 300 fine arts on your course, on your pre-selection sheets, because you still need to take a half credit of the fine arts in order to fulfill your graduation requirements. At that point, you can look at any one of these half credit classes to do that. Again, if you're taking a fine art as an elective or even as a choice, it's important that you look at the prerequisites. So you just cannot take drawing 2 straight out of the gate unless you've had drawing 1. You can't take drawing 1 unless you've had visual design. So again, there's a connection here of what you have to take. So look at the curriculum guide and look at the descriptions in the actual on the online form, because it will tell you the classes you need to have. So again, looking down here, you cannot take graphic design 2 unless you've had graphic design 1. You cannot take graphic design 1 unless you've had previous art classes. So make sure, excuse me, that you're picking the right classes in order to fulfill the prerequisites that you've already had, and we're not going to have to be running around trying to track those down. In terms of our math credits, we have our Introduction to Computer Science course that we're offering. That's here on campus. That's a 1 credit course. We are also offering our Lewis University class next year. It's a half credit that'll be taught by Lewis University professors during the second half of the year. We'll have our PAC Probability and Stats course. It's a college level course. Looking at that dual credit, that means it's on a worth college credit. So again, looking at those levels is important. We've got our science electives here. We've got our robotics. We've got our STEAM 2, robotics 2, our human anatomy, physiology. Introduction to aviation is the Lewis course. Aquatic science is taught here in class. And then looking at the fine arts electives, the social studies electives with the marketing, the accounting, incubator, entrepreneurship, history of Chicago, ed foundations, which is taught by Dominican, sociology, leadership development is a new class. You can look at the descriptions for that, model UN, and then again your options if you have 630. So if you have all of you will have 630, but if you're not going to be competing in a sport next year, I will automatically make the choice for 640 for you. That will take place later. If you are not going to be a varsity athlete, you then need to pick one of these choices, either the team sports, the physical fitness, or the lifeguarding. And again, if you take the team sports in the summer, that will take the place of that during the year. So again, if you have any questions, problems, or concerns, please see me or please see one of your counselor, and we'll be happy to help you.